and make think pieces about somebody else's truth is disgusting behavior.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
I typically don't get on camera looking like this, but there's a lot on my mind, so let's talk about it. So recently, there's been a lot of discourse about me being a single mother. I first want to start off by saying, if you're just now finding out this news, you're pretty late. However, I don't expect everyone to know me and my personal life. I know some of you guys are new to me. If you are, I'm a single mother. And to me personally, I have felt like a single mother since during my pregnancy, in ways mentally prepared myself for this based on how things were going during the relationship. But officially, I became a single mother 10 days after I gave birth. My child's father, I would say, abruptly ended the relationship and didn't give me an actual reason. I didn't ask for one. I saw that coming. In fact, I myself tried to end the relationship during the relationship. So it wasn't something I was upset about. I more so was upset about how I was treated afterwards. It's almost like because I didn't respond, I don't know if he wanted me to be like, oh my God, like, you know, don't do this. I had just given birth. I was mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted. I didn't have the capacity to chase after anyone, especially someone who had caused me so much stress and turmoil anyways, that it felt more like a relief to me. But because I didn't respond in the way that I believe he was hoping I responded, so much of what he did after the fact was what made me think like, yo, are you trying to make my life hard? Are you trying to ruin my life? There's so many details that I have not shared in order to not just protect him, but to also to try to keep some peace. But it seems like no matter what I do, no matter how flexible I've been, no matter how chill I've been, there's no such thing as peace when dealing with someone who happens to be how he is. Now, there's been a lot of people talking about, oh, well, this is bound to happen. She barely knew him. I told you guys that. Now, if you did the math and you've been following me, you knew. But I shared that information with you guys. I've held myself accountable for that. I have said, I did not know him long enough before not even just getting pregnant by him, before even sleeping with him, getting into a relationship. I did not know that man or his family long enough before making such a big decision like the one that I made. And I have beat myself up about that time and time and time again. Like, yo, like, how did you... I don't have words for that. What I will say is that being that the relationship I had just ended prior to that one was so bad, I was in no space to be dating anybody. And so when I did start dating him, there were a lot of red flags that, one, I didn't even recognize the red flags, but two, some of the ones that I did peep, I ignored them because, being honest, you guys, he love bombed me so good. It felt amazing. It felt like, wow, like, I remember feeling like it was too good to be true and thinking like, ugh, is this real? Like, I was questioning it. And it turns out that was my discernment that I also ignored and had good reason to question his actions because they weren't real. But I wanted them to be, and I believe that they were during that time. To me, that's still no excuse to get pregnant that soon. However, since sharing this information, there's been many women who, if you share your story with me, thank you for trusting me with it, that have expressed to me to not fixate so much on how long I did or didn't know him, because the reality is some men change during pregnancy, after pregnancy. This could happen to anyone. This has happened to people who have known the man they've had a child with for years. And that's not to minimize my lack of responsibility for making that choice. But the reality is, I don't know how much responsibility I could take for it without completely taking all the blame, while y'all forgetting like how some of these men actually are, how a lot of them are manipulative, how a lot of them will intentionally get women pregnant and trap them and switch up on them. It happens time and time again. And unfortunately, because of the platform that I have, and because You know, that's the only thing I can think of. There's been a lot of people who, it's almost like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Sometimes it feels like there's people just waiting for me to either up or for something bad to happen to me so they could talk about it, because it happens every single time. And right now there's people saying that I've said things, that I've done things, so this is my karma. I want to let you know, if you're one of those people, I want you to look in the mirror and acknowledge what a hypocrite you are, because there's been a lot of people talking about, oh, well, she's made fun of this person and she's said this, she's done this. Are you not doing the same thing? And so if I allegedly did these things, which I didn't, and my current circumstance is my karma for that, which I disagree with. I don't believe this is karma for anything. But if my situation, if this is my karma for doing these things that some of you guys are saying I'm doing, if you're doing the same thing that you're claiming I did, what happens when you get your karma? And it goes viral on social media. Would I then be the bad guy if I say, well, that's what they get for teasing me for being a single mom? No, I can't say that. Because since I have this platform, it's, oh, see, you're a messed up person. Stop looking for reasons not to like people. You don't have to like me. You don't need a reason for that. You don't. And you don't have to follow me either, because there's a lot of people who are engaging in negative discourse about me, saying all these negative things about me, but you follow me. And I'm not forcing you to do that. If you're following me in hopes that you see me fail, not going to happen. If you're following me in hopes that you see me mess up, that probably will happen, because guess what? Just because someone has a huge platform, it doesn't mean they're not a person. I'm not a robot. So yes, I'm going to mess up. I'm 29 years old. I don't know how much time I have on this earth, but I can guarantee you that if I live until I'm 80, from 29 to 80, you think I'm going to during that time? Do you not yourself? There's so many people who follow influencers waiting for them to mess up, looking for reasons to dislike them. They don't even realize how much projection they're doing. A lot of you guys project who you are onto me, and that's the reality. A lot of you guys project how you feel about yourself onto me. There's so many people who talk about, well, I think she's actually really mean. You're being mean right now. Stop projecting who you are onto me. What do you want me to say? Do I have my mean moments? Yes. Are there opinions and thoughts that if I shared them, some of you guys would disagree with them? Absolutely. I'm very opinionated. I'm not getting on here for everyone to agree with me either. I do my makeup videos, I do my hair videos, I do my little fragrance reviews, I do my little vlogs, and I keep it moving. I never told you guys to expect perfection out of me. The reason why I share the shitty things I experience, example, what I'm experiencing right now, is so that you guys know that I don't have a perfect life. Everything isn't sweet all the time. You know what I mean? Like, if I could share the good, I could share the bad, and that's what I do. Another thing, there's so many people who express that influence. There's so many influencers that are just fake, you know, like they don't show the real them. I show the real me, and I get criticized for it. Like, what do you want? What do you actually want? I feel like with the internet, like, you guys don't give people any room to grow. Some of you guys do, though, and I appreciate y'all. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, but then you're like, oh, grow, be this person, be perfect. Where's the room to do that? Can I get some room to do it? Anyways, that's a whole other rant. I'll talk more about this, you know, if you guys would like to hear just my experience. You know, I would like to share more, especially here on TikTok. But yes, I'm a single mother. I've been a single mother, like I said, for a while now. I think I've done a great job at navigating through this situation that I've put myself in, and I'm gonna continue to do that. And if you're someone that is celebrating this fact or in support of the hate I'm receiving, I don't want you a part of my community, because let's not forget, I'm still postpartum. I'm still going through a lot behind the scenes that I don't share online. I don't want to get on here and see people talking about, well, that's what she gets. I'm going to block you. And I say that because there's a lot of people who complain about getting blocked. Oh, why does she block me? She's so mean. You're mean. Stop projecting that onto me. And that concludes my TED Talk.
So somehow I ended up on Arnell Armon TikTok and went down that rabbit hole. Roe v. Wade and giving women choice was to avoid stuff like this. Getting pregnant after a month, having the baby, like what? It is, and more importantly, for your child not to be the victim. The only victim in this situation is the baby. But it seems like we have gone backwards. And when I say we, I'm talking about American women. The baby mamas come in every color of the rainbow, and the baby daddies come in every color of the rainbow. And behaviors like this, and the random guy in Atlanta, it's like, ladies, these are beautiful women. These are women who are educated and have jobs and, professional women. And it's like we're almost going backwards with the my body, my choice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we're being so careless with our reproductive power. And that is very, very concerning.
Don't mind me, I'm at work right now, but this is such an ugly and a nasty take. Like, you said it yourself. Roe v. Wade was for women to make a choice. So whether she chose to do it or to not do it, she still has a choice. To sit here and make think pieces about somebody else's truth is disgusting behavior. And as older Black women, this is what we constantly talk about in my generation, how nasty and judgmental y'all can be, because she came out and told her truth and y'all are like, all this could have been avoided. You got people in the comments like, I would have went down to the clinic. That's what you would have done. Just because you believe in abortion and you wouldn't have done that in that situation, you're not everybody else. And y'all are projecting on this child, well, he's going to grow up and start exemplifying these behaviors. Is that why you turned out nasty too? Because of stuff that happened in your childhood? Because your parents decided to lay down with each other and look how you came out? Y'all don't have a heaven nor a hell to put people in. So the fact that y'all are out here at y'all's grown age talking about this woman, trying to shame her for telling her truth that she didn't have to share. Like, come on now. Come on now. We have got to do better as a community. We have got to do better as people in general. You don't believe in abortions? Cool. You do believe in abortions? Cool. You shouldn't be making think pieces and losing sleep over what she decided to do. Well, I went down the rabbit hole. Did you even clock in today? Did you pay a bill today? Did you brush your teeth today? Because I did. I'm currently on the clock. Like, just disgusting behavior. Disgusting. If you're not here to help her or give words of encouragement like, hey, baby girl, we understand life happens. Do you? Trying to shame her. She has her village. You're not a part of it. So leave it alone. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to go back to work. Thank you.
So as a single woman, 2 children, because in nobody's world am I classifying myself as a baby mama, I want to speak on the Arnell Armon and Queen Leora's situation that everybody is giving their input and their opinion on, and also baby mama, baby daddy culture, because a lot of y'all have lost y'all damn minds, and I think I want to help you find it. I feel like the problem and the issue within our community is that we focus so much on shaming the mothers who y'all deem stupid enough to have gotten pregnant by men that they didn't know or men that they weren't in relationships with long enough. And I'm not even going to say that you're wrong. I'm not going to say that that's wrong, okay? Because like Arnell and Leora, many of us are openly transparent about the fact that we did not know the people who we were dealing with long enough, in depth enough before we decided to have children with them. In no way am I disregarding or taking that accountability off of the women. But I feel like within our community, there is too much emphasis put on the women who stayed, the women who are actively raising their children every single day. I think that in itself is the accountability, right? Because let's be clear, you don't have to stay and raise those kids. You don't have to keep the kid. You don't have to do that, right? You can be like my mom and choose to have someone else raise your kid because you don't feel like you can handle that responsibility, right? But that's not what many of us do. Many of us take on that accountability, and we are raising these children. We are there every single day, every minute, every hour, every second of the day. And instead of shifting the focus and the narrative to these men who create broken homes, these men who are not active or present in their children's life, these men who think that all they have to do is send some money and they've done their fatherly duties for the month, when are we going to start having those real conversations? When are we going to start holding the men accountable? The men who chose to leave, the men who chose to switch up, the men who chose family, other women, other women's children over their own flesh and blood. I think that's the biggest problem. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I really feel like as a Black community, that's why we will never be free. Because we tend to think that the bulk of everything that has to do with our struggles, us as a community, y'all want to put that on the backs of women and not hold the men accountable. Y'all be having the wrong debates. Is it that how could she be that stupid? How could they be that stupid? Or why would that man create a child and then leave it? How can we as men do better by our children? Y'all having the wrong conversations. And then to the point of y'all who get on here and want to, that would never be me. I could never do nothing like that. That would never be me. That's beautiful for you. Kudos to you. And as someone who does not advocate for a baby mama, baby daddy culture, because I am a single mother, I don't advocate for that. It's not cute. And I think almost any single mom would agree. It's not cute. It's not easy. It's not fun. That's not something that you advocate for. But y'all that come on here and try to lift yourselves up by putting single mothers down, baby mamas down, how is that you being any better? You're not uplifting your fellow sister. And then y'all are the same ones who want to silence single women when they come on here and they be vulnerable about their struggles, when they're vulnerable about what they're going through, when they are vulnerable about their mental health, when they're being vulnerable about the fact that they don't like waking up every day and having to tend to another being other than themselves all day. When they complain, when they're crying out for help, you tell them that some things ought to be kept to themselves, that they should shut the fuck up. I say that shit louder and with your whole chest, because it is not until we are really open, real, raw, honest about the struggles that come with being a single parent can we truly create change. And I think because our generation, I'm a millennial, born in 93. I think because our generation, because of reality TV and it like 16 and pregnant, right? Like because of reality TV, it gave us a different perspective because we got to see the reality of it versus growing up with parents and in households where the struggles of being a single parent was never talked about. So you go into it very naive. You think that it's just a walk in the park, that it's just easy, that you as a woman, you're born to be a mother and bear children. So it's going to be easy, but they don't tell you about all of the struggles. They don't tell you about the sleepless nights that are never ending. They don't tell you about being overstimulated, because a lot of our parents had the ability to be able to drop, when they didn't want to be bothered, they could drop us off to a family member, to our grandma's house, to our aunt's house, to our cousin's house. So I say, as a single mom, keep coming on here being raw, keep coming on here being vulnerable, keep coming on here crying, keep coming on here telling your truth, keep talking that shit, because whether you realize it or not, your story, it matters. It makes a difference. It's shifting and changing the narrative. There are more women out here who see the other side of it, and they're choosing to not become single parents. They are choosing to not walk that path, and that's what we want. Keep talking that shit.
So I've been seeing a lot of people talk a big talk about single mothers, and I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from. I do know that a lot of people are actually listening to what Candace Owens has to say. And I wouldn't be surprised if those two things are like this. You guys, when you do that, you don't leave a lot of space for life to knock your head clean off your vertebrae, because it will do that. You know how the saying goes, we plan, God laughs. God laughs hard. He laughs hard. But you want to know what's scary? A lot of times you don't know until you get pregnant. A lot of times you don't know until you get pregnant that your man is trash. Or not even that he's trash, but like he doesn't want to be a father. What if I told you you could do everything the right way and still end up a single mother? What if I told you you can do everything the right way and still end up in a horrible place? Because life has a habit of knocking your skull straight off your
Like seriously, lovelies, it actually takes a lot of courage to, come out here to tell your truth, to tell your story, and a lot of people are actually judging her. So she got herself involved with this young man, and one thing led to the other. In a shorter while, she actually took in, and at the process of giving birth and recovering from childbirth and all of that, that is when this man decided to break up on her. She's not the actually first person that had similar story. I've had something like this before, but in this case, this woman, she's also into this, creativity of a thing with her husband. In this case, they're actually married because of a lot of people that is, coming out for her, telling her that it was so fast and all of that. It doesn't have anything to do with time. Any guy that will be, like, I don't know how to, use the word, but an irresponsible guy will actually be an irresponsible person. No matter the time, no matter the minute or the hour. I know she was like, okay, she was not able to know this guy for a long time before, getting involved into relationship and even bringing in a child into the picture. But one thing that a lot of people don't know is that when you get yourself involved with this kind of people, it actually takes something to bring out the real person. Even if this situation didn't occur and the baby was not in the picture, do you think that in the nearest picture, this person will not still leave her? This person will still leave her. It might take years. It might even take her, 10 years of the relationship, and he will end up leaving her. So isn't it best he leaves her now than taking all those years? I'm saying this because a story like this have really happened before, which I posted on this channel. This couple, they are actually married. They dated for years before getting married, and they decided that, okay, they want to do something together. Like, I think they are both content creators. So 3 years into their marriage, they already have a baby. They have twins, so they have 6 kids. 6. The last issue was when the man in question decided to call up the relationship. So, okay, whom will you prefer? Is it she or the other one that have wasted about, have given this man 6 children, and they've been in a relationship for 3 years. 3 years produced 6 children because she was just giving birth to, twin back to back. And the last baby that she gave birth, after like 3 months, that was when this man decided to call off the relationship, that he has fallen out of love with her. This same man was with her when she had her first, second, and third kids. And after every said and done, he still leave her alone. And she becomes a single mother of 6 children. So which one is the worst right now? Which is the worst? Is it a single mother of 6 or a single mother of 1? So nobody shouldn't actually blame her, because we all don't know these men, not all of them, because I still vouch for men that are good ones out there, which women are so eager to take them away. No one could actually point out that, okay, this person is a nice person, why the other one isn't. No, it's not possible. Like some guys, you actually see some of their colors when you give birth. Some of them will be all lovey and all of that, in the dating cycle, going at them. But when these responsibilities begin to come in, maybe children coming in and all of that, that is when you will know the actual person you are in a relationship with. You know the actual person you are in a relationship with. That is when they will show you their true color. There are actually some of them which, like, they actually wanted to have, like, they want to have, kids, but they don't want to be in the life of those kids, but they just want their fruits to be out there. And sometimes I ask myself, why do they actually do this? And this is very common with our brothers. Like, why are you doing this? What is it for? Seriously, immediately you just get these women pregnant, you leave them alone. Like, why? Why? Why is this so common with our brothers? What is it so common with them? Then when these women try to involve themselves with maybe 4G movement, try to be single, or don't want to just get themselves involved with any dating thing, then they'll be called out. They'll be called bitter, all manner of thing. Like seriously. Like really, really seriously. When I saw this video, I was like, okay, I know things like this. I know stories like this. Because I've had a lot of them. This woman was actually good enough to come out because a lot of people have been bashing her, canceling her, telling her that she was so quick. You wouldn't know all these guys. You wouldn't know what they are capable of doing until when you face the experience yourself. Like seriously. Most of them will come in disguise, trying to make you believe that they actually love you. They'll go to the moon for you. And when you're not giving them your heart, when you think that you are having something with them, they tend to disappoint you and keep you stranded. And before then, you already have a seed of them in you. Then making you a baby mama, making them a baby papa with no responsibilities. Then they leave all of these things for the woman, because women are always in the receiving end. The woman cannot leave her offspring. Seriously, we actually need to do better. Like the community needs to really do better, because this is just, it's becoming a norm and it's getting so irritating. Why not just go for a woman that you actually want? Don't go for a woman because of pressure. Go for a woman that you actually want, and quit all this, baby mama, baby papa thing. If you pregnant someone, take up to your responsibilities. Seriously, this is just getting irritating at this point, and it's very common with us. These guys, if you don't want someone, don't go for the person. Enough of having this, like making women like. That is why a lot of them now want to just become very single, free, travel, focus on the future, because when they just want to get entangled with you, you will stop them. You will stop them. People are talking about women chose to be single and all of that. No, they want to be single because of things like this. They want to be single because of things like this. Even there's a couple people that you think that, okay, this person might be nice, they will surprise you when there is a third party in the picture. But this is absolutely not. It's not good enough. It's not nice. I seriously love this. When I saw this, I was like, wow, she was just able to come out to spill it, because there's a lot of canceling here and there because of they felt she actually jumped into the relationship and all of that. How would she know? How would she know? This might not yield fruit. How would she do that? How would she know? Anyways, like, you want to just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or so we're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.